Right, before I start this week's video, I've got a lot of stuff to get through, but I just got a Christmas present that I wanted to show you, which I think is really cool. And guess what? It's another James Bond car. It's the Aston Martin DB5 by Playmobil, which is absolutely epic. But you've got all the figures in there, and you've got the car with a working ejector seat. It's got fantastic box artwork. I absolutely promise I'm not going to do any more James Bond stuff for a while, but that is really cool. I just wanted to do a little bit of explaining before I start this week's Toy Tuesday. This is something I actually started filming back in October, and it's potentially for a TV show which I think is going to be out in February. So if you are watching on the Yesterday channel about Vectis auctions, then you may see a little bit of me buying the toys that I'm about to show you. But for now, what I'm going to do is skip back in time to when my beard was longer and my hair was longer and it was a lot warmer than it is now, and show you the first bit of this video. Oh, and there's some really cool Star Wars stuff as well in the video, which you have to check out. But this is not about Star Wars stuff. This is about Captain Scarlet toys. Even though I'm saying I'm buying Thunderbirds toys later on in the video, which is stupid of me. I think my brain was a bit fogged. Anyway, straight to this week's Toy Tuesday. Enjoy. Then at the end, I'm going to show you the toys I bought up close. Right, let's skip to the past, and then we'll be back in the future at the end of this video. See you in a bit. Okay, YouTubers, this week's Toy Tuesday has a little bit of a different vibe to it. Shut up, kid. We're going on a road trip, and we're going to see some epic toys. So thank you to the unique way the BBC is funded, I am in Saltburn-on-Sea, about to go to a toy auction tomorrow to see some epic Gerry Anderson toys. Hopefully I'm going to snag a few of them. You'll maybe see that later on in this video, depending on A, whether I get up in time in the morning, and B, whether I've got enough cash to pay for them. So let's see what happens at the auction. Does that sound a bit Dickinson's Real Deal? I hope not, because he didn't give me a job on the show. I don't know why I'm whispering, and I hope you can pick this up. I am at Vectis auctions here, in a room full of incredible toys, at an auction, ready to bid on some cool stuff. Very excited. Very different Toy Tuesday this week. There's some amazing Star Wars stuff over here, which has just absolutely blown my mind. I'll quickly show you some of it. So on this table, you pretty much have the holy grail of Star Wars figures and collectibles. I know I'm scanning over them very, very quickly, but I'm gonna just show you this, because that figure sold for a whopping 10 grand at auction. My entire childhood on a table behind me, some of the most epic and legendary Star Wars figures. Like I said, I don't know why I'm whispering, but I am. I'm so excited about this auction. I'm here to buy some Thunderbirds and Joe 90 stuff. I would just like to say I wasn't there to buy any Thunderbirds toys. It was actually Captain Scarlet toys. So let's see how it goes.
Accessories again, £70 on bid.
And here we have Captain Scarlet's figure, dressed in his usual outfit.
So the toys I wanted to talk about are over my shoulder behind me, and are these Captain Scarlet ones. Now I'm also going to say, I don't know if you can hear that seagull, but someone has tipped a bin bag of rubbish out on the street, and it is like a free-for-all out there. They are having an absolute Christmas feast. So there may be background seagull noise, but I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as possible. Now this is a toy I've always loved. Now I like Action Man, but I like this one more because he was a little bit spacey, and I thought the outfit was really cool. Even though it's missing the plastic visor and the drop-down microphone, I have got the little gun bit there. But this uniform was based on Pierre Cardin's Cosmos collection, which was kind of one of those 60s futuristic fashion shows. I think that's a very cool toy, and considering he's from 1967, the condition of him is fantastic. Okay, it's a boy doll, I know, but it's a spacey boy doll from a dark TV show that was very cool and had a really good theme tune. Now what I'm going to do is show you some of the other bits that I got at the auction that I wasn't really intending on buying. In my house we have an expression that we call a spare room offence, and I commit a spare room offence when I spend too much money on something, say at an auction or in the shop or online, and my wife finds out and I get my head kicked in. That is the textbook definition of a spare room offence. So what I did next was buy these other two pieces because I've never had them before, because they're super rare and they're also super cool, and I just couldn't resist not having them and being able to put them in the shop for 2022 for people to be able to come and see them. That's the thing about these pieces. They are so rare and they capture a point in history, and to be able to go and see them again and revisit those childhood memories, that's kind of what the shop is all about and what we do. So that's why I like to have these things and share them with people. That's kind of the ethos of the business, really. And it also means I get to play with lots of cool stuff and then have them for a little bit, and then we pass them on to the people who really want them. That's the way the business works. The next toy is this, the Angel Interceptor, the toy that Dinky never ever made and should have. And I really don't know why. I mean, the cars were brilliant. If you wanted one of these in the 60s, you could either get this one, which was the Century 21 version, the comic book one, which is kind of a plastic with a friction motor. And what I didn't realise until I bought it, and I haven't done this yet, so I may try this later on, is it fires a rocket, which we love things that fire. I think those are what make 60s, 70s and 80s toys brilliant, dangerous, and a lot more fun than the modern stuff that you get now. Now, the only other version of this you could get at the time was an Airfix kit, which I've never had and always wanted. In fact, I think I was chatting about that with someone in the comment section of another video earlier on this week. I've never had the Airfix version. I think that is an incredible piece of design. It's fabulous looking. What a great toy. I mean, why did Dinky not make this? Gonna get the box out. Imagine being a kid. It's Christmas Day or your birthday. It's got paper around it. You don't know what's in it. You peel a little bit back and you see the colours, and you know instantly that it's going to be the best day ever because you've got the best toy ever. It takes me back, it transports me to my childhood and fun and joy. Should we see if it fires, boys and girls at home? Bear in mind, I've never done this before. If I break this now, you're going to see a grown man cry in a minute. That goes in there. That's it clicked in. This little lever here is the release. I'm going to come back here with it, and I'm going to try and fire it directly at the camera. Wow, that went right across the shop. That's awesome. I love dangerous rocket firing toys from the 60s and 70s. This is one of them. That's such a great toy. Right, next one is this. As you can see, it's not quite my size, but this is such a rare toy to have survived. I mean, the plastic on this, you can see it's contracted, it's misshapen, it's very brittle. Just let the seagulls finish their Christmas dinner off. As you can see, it's got the drop-down microphone, but I don't want to force it because I don't want to break anything. Again, could you imagine getting this as a dress-up costume as a kid? There's a couple of things about this. First of all, the box artwork is immense. Again, imagine Christmas Day, peeling back a little bit of this, the excitement of knowing that you are going to be Captain Scarlet at Christmas or Captain Scarlet on your birthday. You know, after watching your favourite TV show, being able to dress like the character. And this is pre-cosplay. Now, this is a toy I don't actually know a lot about. It's one of those anomalies. Now, I think it was made by D-Decker Toys, but I also think it's something to do with Century 21. But when this toy was made, I wasn't around, so I don't really know a lot about it. I also think this, which is the water pistol that came with it, has actually been added afterwards. I think you just got the play suit, and whoever bought this has put this with it. But what I wanted to do is give you a closer look at what I bought at auction and let you know that from the beginning of March, these things will be on display in the shop, so you'll be able to come and see them, have a chat with me about them, take photographs, have a closer look. But for now, I'm going to wish everybody a happy new year because that is imminent. So take care, stay safe, and I will see you in a couple of weeks now for my next Toy Tuesday. It's got wobbly legs. It's a sign of age, unfortunately.